Advocating gender equality and mobilizing communities to attain gender equality. In this video, we are diving into a critical intersection of two powerful forces: gender equality and climate change mitigation. Have you ever considered how deeply connected these two issues are? What if I told you that empowering women and engaging men in advocacy for gender equality could directly strengthen our community's ability to combat climate change? Today, we'll explore how gender advocacy, especially in community mobilization, can be a game changer for conservation and climate resilience. First, let's talk about advocacy. Advocacy is about raising awareness, influencing decisions, and driving change. When we advocate for gender equality in the context of climate change, we are not just fighting for women's rights, we are strengthening our entire community's ability to mitigate and adapt to climate impacts. Think about it. If women in your community don't have equal access to resources or decision-making power, how will they contribute to climate action? Can we afford to leave half of our population behind when facing a challenge as big as climate change? Why engage men in gender equality? Here's a tough question. Can we achieve gender equality without the support of men? The answer is clear: no. Men play a crucial role in shaping societal norms and decision-making. To bring about meaningful change, we need to engage men as allies and advocates. How do the roles of men in your community shape women's opportunities? Do men share the responsibilities at home, or do they dominate decision-making in the community? What if we could change that dynamic? Advocacy requires the right tools. Whether it's distributing information through brochures, running social media campaigns, or holding community workshops, it's about delivering the message in a way that resonates with everyone. And when men and women unite, we can create lasting change. What's the best way to get your message across? Is it through informal discussions, radio campaigns, or even organizing community demonstrations? What tools do you think will work best in your context to inspire men and women to advocate for gender equality? To really mobilize a community, men must be part of the conversation. Men in leadership roles, whether they are heads of households or local leaders, hold power to shape mindsets. It's essential to challenge outdated gender norms and help men understand that supporting women doesn't threaten their power, it strengthens the community. What would it look like if men in your community championed gender equality? How could that shift create more space for women in leadership roles and ensure a more resilient future for everyone? Across the world, male leaders are stepping up to advocate for gender equality. In Africa, the All-African Conference of Churches trained male champions to advocate for women's empowerment. In Sri Lanka, private companies are breaking stereotypes by hiring women as mechanics and engineers and offering paternity leave to support fathers. Think about the men in your community. Who are the potential allies that could drive change? What small steps can they take to begin sharing responsibilities at home, supporting women in leadership, and advancing gender equality? Community-based action is key to building resilience to climate change. When both men and women work together to implement solutions, such as creating early warning systems or planting trees for reforestation, the entire community benefits. What climate solutions could your community tackle together? How can equal participation from men and women in decision-making lead to better outcomes for everyone? It's not just about agriculture. Think about education, healthcare, and social norms that affect women and girls. In places like Malawi, where child marriages are common, keeping girls in school can help reduce poverty, strengthen communities, and ensure they are more informed about climate change. How do societal norms about girls' education impact their future opportunities? Could improving gender equality in education lead to more informed, resilient communities that are better equipped to face climate changes? We've seen incredible examples of community mobilization in action across the globe. In Bangladesh, women are training young people to collect data for climate resilience. In Malawi, organizations are working to prevent child marriages, a key step in keeping girls in school and reducing their vulnerability to climate change. How does your community mobilize in the face of climate changes? Could you adapt some of these strategies to better include women and men in decision-making processes? In this video, we've explored how advocating for gender equality can be a powerful tool for building climate resilience. We've learned that engaging men as allies, advocates, and champions for gender equality is essential for creating lasting change. So, what's your next move? Will you encourage men in your community to take action? How can you mobilize your entire community to make gender equality a central part of climate change mitigation? Empower communities, promote gender equality, strengthen climate resilience. The time to act is now. Together, let's build a future where everyone plays a role in driving gender equality and creating a resilient, climate-smart world. This publication was made possible through the funding provided by Global Affairs Canada under the Empowering Women and Girls project. The Commonwealth of Learning wishes to thank the contributors to this video: Kuntal De, Sandy Hart, Francis Ferreira, Cyrus Kithuva, and Colin Somondi.